Alert! In this video I will show you the next steps, from the end of this generation, before the grand finale, the arrival of the Messiah, along with Nibiru, Planet X. These signs only represent the last days, it will not be the end yet. Humanity has entered the darkest period of judgment, because they have no spirituality, they are carnal beings, lovers of wars, Big Brother, TikTok, Fasilixo, and immorality. It is the end of the zombie generation, and with great sadness I say this, because the worst is yet to come, and I will say it all in this video. Now subscribe to the channel, and listen very well so you can do a self-analysis of conduct and prepare for what's coming. The great Master Jesus Christ warned of what is happening, didn't you know? He said, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. Look, do not be disturbed, because it is bound to happen, but the end is not yet. However, nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. But all these things are the beginning of pains." However, he also said that it is not the worst. Iniquity will multiply, the love of many will grow cold. I ask, dear zombie, is it happening or not in the 21st century? You who love to sting more than half of the world's population, with irreversible consequences. You were deceived that taking the mark of the beast, you would have freedom. Where is your freedom now? They prepare the great world slavery, you know. After this war you will not have money, freedom, and the worst will come to true tribulation. They will try to take your faith in the Messiah. The Messiah warned, then you will be tortured and killed, you will be hated by all nations because of my name. Spirituals know how to interpret the signs of Christ's presence. However, zombies don't know, they want dates. But I ask you, even knowing when will be the end of everything, will you be saved? No, you won't be saved because you didn't trust without seeing. Christ left no dates, he just said, "Happy is he who believes without seeing." And you left signs. The problem is that you don't have spirituality to interpret. It will be times of great suffering, which will undoubtedly come, but we spirituals have been prepared, for several years, for spiritual training. And are you prepared to lose your money, your perks, your total freedom, in martial law, to be forced to bear another mark of the beast, in 2023, due to a new world disease, which will come out of Siberia, due to the melting of the permafrost? Worst of all, in 2025, are you prepared to die than to deny your faith in Christ Jesus? This is the Great Tribulation. The eighth king of the Antichrist will have more power, from 2025, than the USA and Russia. Because it is the aim of the dragon to rule this world, an evil spirit being, so be it. From 2025 all religions on earth and their members will be persecuted and destroyed, stripped of their riches and their faith in Christ. Are you wondering who is the eighth king who will reign for a short time? It's the UN. It's going to have more power than it has now. It's going to happen soon. She is known as the scarlet-colored beast in the book of Apocalypse. But Jesus warned, if you lose your faith, to live just one more days, you will be disowned by him. For it is written, whoever endures to the end will be saved. But once you have enough spirituality to die without losing your faith, well, I tell you, it will happen, as it happened with many in the Second World War. You've been manipulated for years, you don't have the ability or the faith to withstand what's coming. You don't even have the ability to go a whole week without eating anything. The people perish for lack of knowledge. Fortunately, the governmental structure will soon be shaken with earthquakes, falling asteroids and fireballs. This will be the final warning of the great celestial ruler, before his arrival. The world will collapse financially, like never before in its history, in such a way that the eighth king will strip the Vatican of all its riches. Yes, you heard that right, it's prophetic. The main world governments will be in power, but now receiving instructions from the world government, and the authoritarian eighth king. USA, Russia, China will be giving all their power to the world ruler, we can say the last world power, before their destruction. The last world power, the global government of the Antichrist, will be the eighth king. Today it is known as the UN, but it will change its name and will have more power. However, before the final cataclysm of Nibiru, Planet X, when the time for the coming of the Antichrist approaches, the intelligence of men will be obscured by carnal passions. Degradation and lawlessness will increase, the world will then become unrecognizable. People will be inhuman, like real wild animals, because of the temptations of the Antichrist. Parents and elders will no longer be respected. Love will disappear. And Christian pastors, bishops and priests, will be frivolous men and quite unable to distinguish the way to the right or to the left. At that time, the moral laws and traditions of Christians and the Church will change, as it was said in the days of Noah. Lies and greed will reach great proportions, and unhappy those who have accumulated riches. Lust, adultery, homosexuality, secret actions and death will be the rule of this society. All of this represents the end of this muttering world system. The Antichrist desires to be the Lord of all things, and to become the master of the entire universe. He will perform miracles and inexplicable signs. He will also give a worthless man a depraved wisdom, in order to find a way in which one man can have a conversation with another, from one end of the earth to the other. We are living the decadence of the human race, and the days will shorten, for the sake of the small number of those who must be saved. The fall of the great asteroid will be the countdown to the end of human government on Earth. Nibiru will awaken a supervolcano soon. Humanity will not understand what will be falling on them, for these are the days for executing justice so that all things written may be fulfilled. Shortly after the application of luciferase, the great mark of the beast, in the last world disease something incredible will come. There will be signs in the sun, moon and stars, and on earth, the anguish of the people, who will not know what to do because of the roar of the sea and its agitation. People will faint for fear and anticipation of the things to come upon the inhabited earth, for the powers of heaven will be shaken. It is the final approach perigee of the destroyer, Nibiru, Planet X, led by Jesus Christ, towards the great climax, the total destruction of the world elite and its earthly rulers. It will be the great moment of glory of humanity that persevered until the end, will watch what few humans have watched in a trance, Apostle John and 7 people of our generation. Humanity will live in torment and in great tribulation, until the arrival of Nibiru, Planet X, but its gravitational cosmic energy is already reaping the great harvest. On the 7th of the 7th month of 2047 at 7 a.m. Northern Hemisphere time, the liberation of humanity begins. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications, to receive new videos.